Hello people, I just wanted to actually do a quick video for you guys here before I go off to bed. That's the reason why I'm looking kind of like I'm getting ready to kind of turn in, but I actually wanted to do a video and it's actually about this recent issue where the young lady, the ex-cop, I guess you could say, is actually, I guess she was finally sentenced, for killing the young black man. I guess it was sometime last year because of the fact that she actually wanted to say that she thought that someone was in her apartment. But the issue is, I think that I guess from the premise of the whole thing is that she assumed that somebody was in her apartment, even though the apartment that this ruckus was coming from was not her apartment. It was the apartment of a young man. And I guess with her overzealousness, she actually ended up shooting and killing him. But anyway, I actually wanted to do a video because, again, there's a lot of actually issues going on, or there's a picture that's making its rounds on social media regarding the judge that was actually residing over the case. And basically, a lot of people are actually having mixed feelings about, the actions of the judge and such like that. And the reason why they're actually having an issue is because of the fact that the judge actually hugged the young lady who was actually being sentenced to jail for 10 years. And basically, the reason why she actually hugged her is because of the fact that, the lady actually wants to change her life around, and she is genuinely sorry for the crime that she committed, and that she wants to make a change, and the fact that she didn't have a Bible. And basically, the judge took it upon herself to actually not only hug her, but she actually gave her a Bible so she could actually seek to become a better person while being incarcerated, where she can get to, I guess, to know God a little bit more. And for the most part, people are outraged on social media. I've been reading posts, and basically, I just want to kind of put my 2 cents in, because basically this to me is a very, it really touched my heart. And the reason why it really touched my heart is because, again, for the most part, the power of forgiveness, the power of actually still wanting to see someone do good, even though we're in a bad situation. It's so easy, in this day and time to actually hold malice and hate in your heart, especially when you've been done wrong. And basically, it's like, to do evil is so easy, but to do good, it takes really strength of character, I guess you would say. Because no one would actually expect for someone to hug someone who actually killed, someone. And the thing about it, most of all, a judge of all people will actually hug a person after they've been sentenced and actually still want to see them do good, even though they're going to be behind bars for the next decade. And the thing about it, again, is that when I saw this and I was reading it, it really got me to thinking, about, a lot of things as far as, redemption. And the fact about it is that, how do we feel? Do we deserve redemption, or is it situational? And basically, it's like, a lot of people really wanted to condemn the judge because they felt that she was actually wrong for what she did. She should not even have shown the young lady any mercy. And I guess a lot of this comes from the fact that, it was also discovered that the young lady who shot and killed the young man was racist, because they said they uncovered some racist texts and everything like this. My thing about this is that, you can say what you want, okay, until you are actually in the situation where you're actually able to view it firsthand, live, and in front of your face playing out. You don't know what you would do. And see, one thing about it that I hate when people actually want to sit behind a computer screen and give their opinion. And the thing about it is that they have all of these things to say, but again, if they were actually there in the situation where it was live and in person, and and they could see the expression on this young lady's face, they probably would have a change of heart. And the thing about it again is that we have to understand something. Even though this lady committed a crime and she's getting ready to pay for her crime because she's getting ready to go to jail for 10 years. Even though, they said she could have been sentenced upwards of 99 years or something like that. But in my opinion, she got off really, really good, And the thing about it again is that a lot of people are actually using that as well as a way of actually holding hate. And not only hate for the ex-police officer, but now discontent for the judge. And the thing about it again is that, I had to go back and play that clip over and over again, because again, to me, it's a powerful thing. Forgiveness. And see, the thing about it again is what a lot of people don't understand is that forgiveness is not really for the person that did the offense. And a lot of people may not understand that. And like I say, it's one of these times where we actually have to talk about wisdom once again. And the thing about it, I don't mind talking about it because, again, I like to educate. That's what I do. We got to understand something. There are many wrongs that's going to be done to us in this life. And there are many things that we have done to other people that is considered wrong. It's not right to sit at this situation and look at it as a one-sided thing, because basically when things like this happen, I always put it in, I have done wrong to people. I have done wrong to people, and people have done wrong to me. And the thing about it again is that, and all of that, I still had to pray and ask God, Lord, please help direct me into making better decisions. Lord, please forgive me for any offense that I may have caused someone else, or anything that I may have done to cause someone else to stumble. Because none of us are perfect. We all are, beings here trying to be perfect, like the Holy Father above. But we still haven't gotten there yet, because again, we're still in the flesh. But the thing about it again is that, we, especially as black folks, we walk around with a chip on our shoulder, thinking that the world owed us something because of the fact of, what was done to us through our past generations and ancestors. And the thing about it, I'm like, look, and when people come to me with that, I'm like, look, I was not a part of that generation. I was not a part of when those type of things was going on. So it would be stupid for me to actually sit there and actually hold a grudge or actually have a stony heart towards someone just because of the color of their skin. I don't want to get too far off, but I really want to lead this thought and tie it into what we're talking about tonight, which is what the judge did. Basically, what I'm saying is that even though a lot of wrongs have been done to us over the years, through the centuries, or whatever the case may be, we still have to learn the power of forgiveness. Because again, when you forgive, it lifts that burden off of you and you become free. You're not held by the chains, of wanting to hold a grudge and all this other type of stuff. You are free to go ahead and live your day and be happy. Because at the end of the day, this life here, it's a short life. And I refuse to allow someone to cause me to be miserable all throughout those days or whatever that God has promised me on this earth. I want to live a good life. I want to be happy. And I can't be happy when I'm actually holding a grudge or I actually have something against someone. So I pray, Lord, if I've done anything wrong, Lord, please forgive me. And if anything else, I will go to that person and we will talk it out. If we can't reason to come to, to some sort of, reasonable understanding, then you know what? I got to dust my feet off and go because I did my part. And the thing about it, the judge, in my opinion, did her part. I'm pretty sure they listened to the testimony and everything about how this lady felt about blacks and all that type of stuff. Because again, the text, it was a racist text. And basically what they were saying is that after she shot the individual, there was no remorse that was shown afterwards. See, one thing about it again is that we would, if anything, the black race, we would have a reason to be angry about a whole bunch of stuff that was done to us. And even really, to take it a step further, even things that are currently being done now to us to keep us from growing and progressing as a people. But out of all of that, I still have a God that I have to glorify. I still have an example that I am required to set. I am still an ambassador to the kingdom. So in order for me to be the proper ambassador that God calls me to be, I have to lead by example by actually, again, offering and being able to forgive. I'm not saying that it's easy to do. I didn't say that. Because I will be honest with you. Sometimes I have to walk away and really cry. And I cry because, again, it's this internal battle that I'm actually having to fight. Okay, do I really want to forgive this person? Because I want this person to feel the same pain that they caused me. But the issue is that I got to give it to God. I cannot hold on to that. It is not my battle to fight, people. That's what I'm saying. And we have to understand and know that it doesn't matter what the situation looks like. We have to give it to God and let God be the final judge. Yeah, man have laws and everything like this that is used to govern, the legal system and all this other type of stuff. But there's a God above all of that. And that's the God that I'm trying to glorify. But the thing about it is that everybody's talking about this judge and the fact that, she shouldn't have did that. She should have just went ahead and did her job and let the lady go or whatever. But the issue is, she is a type of person that I would enjoy wanting to get to know. Because the thing about it, she showed America a side that really we were not prepared to see. And now, it's like I don't know if she's facing backlash, but everybody now is scrutinizing her actions. The lady said that she wants to make a change. So in order for her to make a change, if I got the solution to help her to actually steer her in that right direction, I have that right. And I should be able to do that without actually someone questioning my motives or whatever the case may be. The lady said she didn't have a Bible. She hugged her and gave her a Bible, people. So why in the world is it such a crime? Yes, it's sad that, a family lost, a loved one from the actions of, this cop or ex-cop. But the issue is that, like I say, and I don't want to sound insensitive or anything like this, and I pray that God somehow helps them to find peace and forgiveness to this young lady, but the issue is that she wants to seek, or at least I would have to take her word for it, she wants to change her life. So she should be given that right or given that chance to do so. And that should be between her and God. That's all. It doesn't have anything to do with us. Our opinions are irrelevant. It really does not matter. But like I say, America now is really, angry, I guess you should say. Society is angry, especially, the black community, because the fact about it, again, is that, racism it's always been around and it's always going to be around. The only difference now is that it just has a different manifestation. It comes across in many different creative ways, I should say. But it still boils down to the same thing. One race thinking that they're better than the other, that they should be, allowed certain things because of simply who they are or who they may know. But I my hat goes off to that judge because, in my opinion, I've never seen anything like that. And I'm not saying that that was an easy thing for her to do. But the issue is that she wanted to make a lasting impression and let this lady know that, even though you did commit this crime and you're about to go and serve your time to pay for what you did, know that God still loves you. And that right there, that right there can mean a whole lot. That right there could actually signal this lady to actually want to turn around and just cry out and just give her life to God right then and there. I can only imagine now she thinks that America hates her. Nobody wants to hear her and everything like this. But the issue is that even behind bars, even when we are actually at our lowest points, God is still there. He says he is with us always. If you make your bed in hell, he said he's there too. But we got to understand and not be so quick to judge, and really sit back and listen to the entire thing and really observe what's going on. Because again, there's more to it than what our eyes can see. There's a whole lot more to it. We just got to be willing to open our eyes and ears and shut our mouths and listen and really see what's really going on. And not only what's going on in the physical, but looking at what's going on also in the spirit. All right, that's all that I actually have, and I look forward to doing more videos with you guys. I just want to kind of squeeze this one in real quick. Y'all be blessed. Talk to you later. Peace out.